So I was at one of my AA meetings, right? And there's a friend of mine that, or was, I've known him for several months now. You know what I mean? This motherfucker decides to touch my ass, right? Like, look, like he didn't like slap it hard or nothing, but he grabbed it. You know what I mean? He touched it, and it's like I know he did it on purpose, and I know people heard me say like, "Hey, motherfucker," because I had to step back and count. You know what I mean? Because and I told him, look, if I didn't have self control or love, you know what I mean? I was like, no, I know he's doing it. I said, you know what, whatever. So I counted. I stepped back, right? Because I know how I can be, especially when somebody's been molested, somebody's has been raped, somebody's been drugged, uh, and tortured. You know what I mean? Like motherfucker keep playing. Like, dude, that's sexual assault. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. That's sexual assault, motherfucker. That's sexual assault. You know what I mean? Just let me tell you this. Don't fuck around with the woman that's been sexually assaulted and touch her on purpose like that and then think that it's gonna be fun and games. You know what I mean? Because if I had been in another space and I hadn't worked so hard this year and a half, you know what I mean? It could have gone bad. You know what I mean? You know what was sad is that like I know people heard some, not all, but some people heard me say it and they just pretend like, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, it's not funny. Like these women been in addiction. You know they go in there with problems. You know, motherfucker. Like you can like there's young women that come into the rooms. You know what I mean? Trying to save their lives. You know what I mean? They're not like you know what I mean. It's like I don't want to be hit on or touched on in a AA meeting. I mean, and I'm not deteriorating from AA meetings. You know, my story ain't your story, and I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying, I'm speaking my truth. It could happen anywhere, but I'm just saying, don't come up to somebody that has been through shit like that, especially somebody that hasn't done the work at all. Because one, you could kill them, they go back out and use, you know what I mean? And then they're done, you know what I mean? And that's somebody's baby, you know what I mean? Girl, guy, whatever. But another thing, you never know what somebody had to go through and has gone through and where they're at, you know what I mean? Don't touch somebody in a private part that's disrespectful and that's sexual assault. If I really wanted to, there's a camera in there. You know what I mean? He pretended like he was like sliding, like trying to be slick. Motherfucker, it don't matter. God sees everything. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Don't fucking do that. Because it took a lot out of me. But you know what? That's why I said, you know what? God, take it, take it. You know what I mean? Take it, you know what? Because I have a lot of self-control. I know I'm really good at the patience part of it. Thank God. Thank God for that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times your best weapon is not physical. You know what I mean? It's not physical. It might be just making a video, letting motherfuckers know. You know what I mean? I took it like a champ. You know what I mean? But still, there's women that have, you know what I mean? I took it like a champ. I've done the work. You know what I mean? I know I can do more damage by speaking out about it. So other women, young women that come in to get help, don't have to go through stuff like that in an NAA meeting or any meeting. Look, the meetings are great. They've helped me a lot. Not every person's good. Not every person's bad. Not every person does that. But don't try to be slick. You know what I mean? Don't try to be slick. And I don't lie because I have to answer to God. So God knows that it was what it was. You know what I mean? Nah. So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Just have a little respect for women, man. It don't matter your gender, your color, don't matter. Just have some respect. Because, motherfucker, you do that to the wrong woman that is her second day in a meeting, you can trigger them, and all they're gonna start seeing is red. And all that's gonna happen is you might not make it out of that building. You know what I mean? And and it shouldn't be on the woman. You know what I mean? Or the person that got their body violated. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be on them, motherfuckers, because people try to play with people that have been molested, raped, tortured, and then they try to get a reaction. You know what I mean? I'm saying, okay, you did it to me. Fine, I took the hit, motherfucker. I took the hit. I'm making the video. Don't do it to another woman, motherfucker. Don't do it to another woman, especially the people that are just coming in. You know what I mean? Because that ain't right. You gonna start, that ain't right. Don't do that. That's somebody's baby that's just trying to do the right thing. Don't do that. Don't do that to our babies. Don't do that. I mean, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? At a meeting, when you're just trying to learn, trying to heal. And then I know people heard me, but nobody said shit. Like I didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like, oh my God. Anyways, have a good night.